Hello everyone and welcome. I just wanted you guys to see what my bow looks like when I have it in the draw board. With the last chance archery bow press, you can also purchase the draw board system with it that allows you to put your bow at full draw so that you can check the timing. As you can see here, this bar with the number 9 on it is touching there. And when I come down to the bottom, that same bar on this cam right here is touching. My Peep, when it's at full draw, comes straight back, and those two Peep knocks, if I slide it, it will rotate my Peep. So all I have to do is slide it back to get it to come back to full draw, or where I want it at full draw, and it'll stay there. So if I'm during a tournament and it seems like it's twisting, all I have to do is slide one of these up or down, and it'll get my Peep back to center. Let's see here, what else? Oh, I had no cam lean in the top cam, but in the bottom cam, it was a hair off. So I put it in the press and I added twist to the direction where it was leaning. I did about a half turn on the cable and it pulled it to where it was nice and even. To check that, all you have to do is grab an arrow. I don't want to bend over and do it, so I'll do it to the top. And on the flat portion of your cam, you want to make sure that the arrow is laying flat and the arrow at the bottom does not cross over the string. It keeps that distance. So the top cam is fine. The bottom cam was just a hair off, so my timing is right. My cams are right. I added 4 twists to the string at the top, or on the top cam, and 4 twists at the bottom. So it's going to be a little over 60 pounds, but these are brand new strings and they're going to stretch with every 100 arrows I put through it. It's going to stretch just a little bit. And if it doesn't, then I can adjust this bolt here. It will cause my limbs to extend outward. And then I can adjust my poundage on both ends equally. I have a little mark or an indicator here on the bolt and on the riser, so I can tell exactly how far that I'm going in or out to make sure that both cams are equal. And as you can see, with it fully extended, my rest is in the upright position. And as I release the arrow or come back with my draw or release the pressure on the draw board, it will slowly go back down, and you always use it in control. Each time you use your bow press, you always check where your cables and your cam or your string placement on the cam. As I was checking my draw length, I noticed that it didn't feel right as I went to let it down out of the press, and I looked and my string had come off the bottom portion of the cam. Everything else was on, but the bottom portion of the cam was not on. So if I had just willy-nilly taken it out of the bow press and checked my draw length by drawing back, the bow would have exploded. It would have derailed and I would be out of a bow. But right now, everything looks beautiful. Let's see here what I did. In the beginning, I put my D-loop on, my knocking points, then my D loop. Then I went and got my rest in alignment, put my peep on, did my timing to make sure everything was okay, and my draw weight. So, and I did my first and second axis, because this is my USA archery bow. I'm going to check the poundage again because this is a long draw cam and it's at the lowest point, or the shortest draw length. It feels just a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch too long. So I have to manipulate the string to get it to where I want it to feel. So by shortening the string, it's going to increase the poundage. So that's why I don't mind the poundage increase. As long as my draw length is correct, I can decrease the poundage by adjusting the limb pockets. Okay, hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment if you have a question, share the video, and always, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.